get our crown molding installed, when you got a tight ceiling, we're gonna make something like a ledger that hangs over, and it'll be something like this. Your cabinet face will be here and it hangs over. You can nail your crown molding into it that way. So what it would look like is your stock wood that we'll strip, and we'll come back and put a 3/4 on top, which would be like that. So that's the look you'll have. And let's say this is your face of your cabinet, and then the actual sit down on top, come back, and we'll nail the crown molding across it. So that's how it would look. So basically you're gonna nail this in the back, and we'll nail up through the bottom, or you can screw it in if you're planning on removing the crown molding from the back side. So with our case, we're gonna nail it up from the bottom. So we'll install this piece first, all the way around the top of the cabinets. Then we'll come back and rip some stock wood down and attach this to it. We can face nail it, and then our crown molding we can face nail. So stay tuned. So this is how the setup will be for your first piece of wood. And you'll just flush it up all the way around. So that's gonna be your first piece. Then we're gonna go inside, and like I said, from the inside, you can screw it or you can nail it. In our case, we're gonna nail it, and then we'll come back with the second piece. So we're gonna do that around the first cabinet and then go all the way around, and we'll nail the first piece down. So let's get started. So that's gonna be your first cut for your crown molding base. So the next cut is you're gonna have to remember on the front, it's gonna be the 3/4 thickness. And then on the side, it's gonna be the 1/2 inch thickness. So you're gonna have to rip it down to a 1/2 inch. So I'll show you what those looks like. So this is what you're gonna have. So it's gonna be flush all the way around. And you can see inside you got the first piece and the second piece. Now you can do this all the way around each cabinet. So what we're doing is extending the box straight up. So that gives you room to put your crown molding on. So let's get all these nailed in, and then we can start on the crown molding. this is what you're gonna end up with. Like I said, you're basically extending the box up. Then you can go and install your crown molding on that side panel. That's what it's gonna attach to. So you do that all the way around. Now, I'll show you an easy way to install your crown molding. So stay tuned. So you can see I got the first two pieces installed, and you can install them all the way from left all the way around. And I'm going to show you a jig that I use, and it makes it easy if you're not used to crown molding. It makes it very easy. So I'll show you what we got. So the jig we'll be using will be the Crown King, and it takes all the guesswork out of crown molding. One reason is when you're doing molding in this jig, you put it the way it's going to be on the wall, so that way you don't have to turn it upside down and make your cuts. The way it goes on the wall is the way you're going to actually cut it. The only thing you need to know with this jig is what's your spring angle on your molding, and the way you find that out, you will take a square, and I get a small piece. So you will take your square and you will put your molding in here to see where it lines up at. In our case, you can see that it lines up at your 3 and your 3. If I can get it in camera. So that means we're doing a 45 degree spring angle. So if you came up with something like that, it may be a 52 or more, like that would be like a, so that's how you determine if it's matching up. Like this one is on the 3 and the 3 on this end, then that's a 45. So once you determine that, you will take and you can see on here it has an insert. So if you were doing a 52 spring angle, you would insert it this way, which basically makes it tilt out more. You would insert it that way. And then if you're doing a 33, you would insert it this way. So since we're doing 45, we don't need to insert at all. You can see it says this is the top, and like I said, it takes the guesswork out if you're doing a right cut or a left cut. If you're doing the exterior on this side, interior, turn it that way. If you're on this side cutting, exterior and interior. So that makes it easy. So we know we need 2 cuts. So once you get your measurement, so for our right side, we know it's an exterior cut. So you can see which way the saw goes. Let's say this is the top. We're gonna put it in. We want an exterior cut, so that means we're moving it out this way. So 45. So that gives us our right cut for the right hand side. So that's your 45 for that side. Then we're going to get our measurement, mark it, and we'll come back and cut it on the opposite side. And as you can see, exterior cut, we're moving the saw that way. And just make sure it's pushed up in, up against the fence. That's your cut. So that's your left and your right exterior cuts. So using the Crown King makes it very easy. So as you can see, using the Crown King, you get good joints. So all I'm going to do is come back and caulk mold, but that's the easiest way to do crown molding. So stay tuned and we'll get the rest of them put in. So on this corner here, when we came around and went into that, instead of doing the inside corner, we're gonna do a coating, and that's what this one is. So basically you do an inside cut and then you just cut everything off the back side and just follow the painted trim. And that's how you do that. Then it's gonna be an outside corner on the next piece. So let's see how it fits. See, fits perfect. So let's keep going around. So that's easier than doing two interior inside corners. Just coat the out one, butt it up, and then coat the other one. So you can see with using the jig that you get good corners. It's pretty simple. Makes installing crown very easy. So it'll just be a matter of coming back and caulking and touch up paint. So let's continue and go around the room. Where they butt together at, what I did is did a 15-degree cut on one side and a 45 on the other side, and then just coat it on that side and coat this side, and that way you ain't got to kind of figure out what angles you got in order to make a piece to fit, and then we'll just caulk it in and go from there. But it fits good enough. So that's what we'll have, and then we'll caulk it in, and we'll go from there. So that's the completion of all the crown molding. And remember that we use the Crown King. It takes the hassle out of crown molding. So grab one of these if it's your first time using crown molding, and it makes it a lot easier. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification for more upcoming videos. We'll talk to you later.